I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you ladies doing today?
We are doing fine, thank you.
Oh,
hey,
man,
Felicia.
Hey, Maria.
That's what I'm talking about. It's been a while,
but
we're all on the space right now. Marie Jones is in the house. She was missing last week, but I told you all she'll be right back. We got two lovely ladies from out of Alabama, Gaston, and they're going to share with us tonight's topic. We are talking about rewriting our stories. And first of all, what are we doing and why are we here? We are Ink to Ink and Incarceration to Incorporation. What we do is we provide a platform for men and women, returning citizens, to share their stories, specifically because we believe that stories matter. All of our stories matter. Your story matters. And what we're going to do tonight is talk about rewriting our stories. We are partnering with Ink to Ink and OAA. Marie Jones, tell us a little bit about what OAA Savannah does.
Oh my God, OAA Savannah, we're doing much good things. But what's our 3 E's? Our 3 E's are to encourage, empower, and to educate one another, because one person cannot do it alone. If I hear Felicia's story, hear Julius' story, that is an encouragement to say, you know what, I can do it. So OAA is doing phenomenal things in Savannah. And I know you ladies, Demetrius and Miss Felicia, I know that y'all have great stories. And so Julius, go ahead, take it away, sir.
And I love what she said, because we partner with Ink to Ink, which is Incarceration to Incorporation. And what we're doing here, shouts out to Julius Hall, who has given us the platform, our Black media. I definitely love that. Shouts out to AB, who has been the brainchild of Ink to Ink. But what we're doing is we are all over, reaching out and allowing returning citizens from the north to the south to the east to the west. We are coming together and we are changing the narrative. Why do we need to change the narrative? Well, because there is a false narrative that is purporting this lie that all of us who get out, we go right back in. And that is not true. There are multiple successful stories, successfully educationally, occupationally, relationally, and educationally. Many stories out there, and we have brought 2 specific stories for you tonight so that you can understand that we are successful. So without further ado, I want you ladies to introduce yourself, and then as you introduce yourself, Marie and I are going to moderate and ask you a series of questions. So the first thing I want to do is you, Felicia, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Felicia Dixon. I'm Gaston OAA, Gaston, Alabama, that is. Me and Demetrius, we partnered together to bring OAA from Birmingham up here in Gaston. We started a chapter last year, April the 5th, I'm thinking. So we've been strong a whole year now. We proud. We've been able to, we've been able to stand. I mean, you know, when you start something out, the first 1 or 2 years can be hard and difficult, but we've nevertheless stuck it out, and we're glad that y'all invited us to come on so that people would know that we over here in Alabama too. Shout out. Yay. And so, yes, I've been to prison. I went to prison numerous times, y'all, and I knew that I could do this. when I seen other people just like me, state impacted people had been, I thought it was over for me. I thought it was, y'all. But I'm 5 years drug free. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord. And
Yes.
thank you for having me. Thank y'all for having me.
And Miss Demetrius, I want you to just tell us your name and what is your affiliation to Incarceration.
Okay, my name is Demetrius English. I served 13 years and 9 months in the Alabama Department of Correction, and I am the one of the program facilitators for the Gaston OAA chapter.
Very good, very good. Felicia, so tell us, what are y'all doing up in Gaston, Alabama, as far as OA returning citizens? What are y'all doing in the chapter of Gaston?
Well, thankfully, the mayor's office stepped in, community correction, all the court systems, all the judges that they try to send people to us that come out on programs if they have to report, get stamps, whatever. We have a meeting on Tuesday night from 6 to 7. And so if they need anything like resources, halfway housing, we can give them, just addresses or whatever. But we try to help them with staying focused, staying clean. We try to have AA incorporated in the meeting so that they'll know they're not alone. It's hard when you come out of prison or come out of jails and you're trying to start over, especially. And I'm not just saying a black woman or a white woman or a black man or a white man. It's all of us. Everybody across the board has been state impacted. And so this mental health thing is real big now. So what we're trying to do is bring in awareness that you're not alone. This is a disease. It can be arrested. It can be arrested.
Miss Demetrius, so I heard Felicia say that y'all have meetings every Tuesday, so once a week?
Yes, ma'am. We meet every Tuesday at Destiny Church. It's 201 Goldenrod in Gaston. And we just come together and share the challenges after incarceration and just be there for one another. No judgments, no pressure. Just come and share.
I like that because me and Julius and I, when we first started, we do every other Wednesday. And then, we meet and people come and share their stories and things like that. And we have had people who are like logistics. We had the director, the president of the logistics company come out and offer men and women jobs. We go to different events to help returning citizens to get educated so that we can help them to get them employed and things like that. Because like you said, Felicia, it's not easy when you come home. So as Miko would say, Julius, for everybody else, as Julius would say, when he came home, it was not hard. But how was it when you came home, Felicia? Was it a struggle? Was it difficult for you? I can't hear her.
Her mic must be went out.
Yeah.
Felicia, your mic may have went out. I don't know if you missing hit mute. But what we'll do is until you get your system set back up, we're going to ask that same question to Demetrius.
Yeah, Demetrius, can you tell me, was it easy for you or was it difficult?
It was it was kind of both. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I didn't have the same that some would have because I did have a great support system while I was in. I did have a place to go to when I was released. I was able to come back to my home that I had left with my husband of 33 years. So for
me, really good.
Yeah, he waited and rode those 13 years and 9 months along with my mom and my children, sister, brother, just church family, just a great support system. What was hard, what was for me was when I got out, my kids were grown. When I went in, they was 9th grade, high schoolers. When I got out, they was grown with kids of their own. So that was a challenge. Reconnecting with my kids that were grown now. When I left, they was children. And then also reconnecting with my husband that I hadn't been around for 13 years. That was a challenge.
Yes. That was a challenge.
That was the biggest challenge.
The biggest. So have y'all reconnected, rekindled the 13 years that you? I know you can't mix. You can't help the time that you miss, but have you rekindled now that you have been home? Has it rekindled?
Yes, I've been home since October of 21, and it's coming together. It's coming together.
Well, good, good. Well, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
Felicia trying to come back in. Miko, you see her? I still can't hear. We still can't hear you, Felicia. Julius, Miko. He looked like he's stuck also. So Demetrius, just go ahead and we're going to go ahead and keep going. So just go ahead and tell me the role that you play with OAA and Gaskin and the things that you all do. I know that Felicia was giving us a little bit. Just go ahead and you can just take it away and just tell me the roles that you play in Gaston in Alabama with OAA.
Okay. Being a program facilitator and in the Gaston OOA, we meet regular, as we said, and just talk about different topics, different challenges. We talk about in time management to relationship, money management, just different things. And the CRO and court reporting, they refer people they have to get stamps. We also stamp the paper for court reporting. And if they need help with getting a license or a social security card, we will be able to help them do that. And just being a great support system.
I like, you know what, I like that because that's what me and Julius is trying to do here in Savannah. We're trying to get go get connected with the federal halfway house and also with state, where we can have the men and women to come to us and we can help assist them, like if they need jobs or anything, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get in with the federal halfway house, because if a person don't know, Demetria, where to go, because I didn't know when I got out of prison, I didn't know that it was, you know, to have a support system is a beautiful thing. I didn't have a support system, and it wasn't easy for me when I came home from prison. You understand? So I like the fact to get the information of different resources that's out here to the people, because a lot of people don't know that OAA Offenders Alumni Association is in Savannah and that we are here to help. So I like the fact that y'all have y'all meetings every week. I like the fact that the court people send people to you all. That's very good. And I like, it's just the help. That's what we need. Felicia, you say something. Felicia, I still can't hear you. I still can't hear you. I'm sorry. You done came in and came back. You didn't touch the mute button in no kind of way, Felicia? I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Call Mr. Hall. Call the phone number that Miko gave to you. Call Mr. Hall so they can tell you how to get back in. And so,
but it is.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say it is good to have a support system coming out, because I know a lot of the ladies that I was incarcerated with, they don't have that support system coming out, and being locked up any amount of time and then coming out to this wide world out here, it could be scary. It could be challenging.
I spoke to a reporter today, Demetria. His name is Michael from the Atlantic Journal Constitution, and he asked me a question. He said, "What is the significance of being in prison, and when you get home, what is the significance about employment?" He wanted to know, how is employment for a person that has been incarcerated. I told him that it was not easy, because you have already paid your debt to society, right? And then when you paid your debt to society, so you think, and then when you come home, the people tell you that, no, we can't hire you because you are a convicted felon. And so he said that, and I said, and that's why the law is that within 3 years, people are reoffend. The recidivism is so high because people reoffend because you done paid your debt and you come home and you trying to do what's right, and then you have the door slammed in your face. So what do you do when you done paid your debt and you come home and try to do what's right and everybody's saying no? Tell me, what would you do? What can you do?
That's why I think that's why we have a high recidivism rate, because a lot of people, they don't know what to do, so they go back to what they know to do. They go back to what was familiar to them before they left. So that's why it's very important to have a support system, or either someone to guide you and help you find housing, jobs. All that can be challenging and scary coming out. One thing I didn't have as I got ready to re-enter society was re-entry. By the time I got ready to leave, when I got to prison, they had a strong re-entry program. Everybody had to take re-entry 3 months before they left. But when I got ready to leave, it was just put you out the door. There was no re-entry. There was no, and I had did 13 years, and that's a long time. Just think somebody did 20 and 25 and 30. They don't know nothing that's going on out here. Not even swipe a card, the technology with the phone, keeping a bank account, budgeting, going in. I did have one real bad anxiety attack. I went into Walmart by myself, and that kind of freaked me out. I thought I was able to go in there and find what I want, but I got lost and I froze in Walmart. So I know me doing 13 years and thinking I could come back out and do that.
Yep, we can hear you now, Felicia.
Ooh, that was some work.
But yeah, it can be real challenging coming out without no guidance.
Let me ask you this, Felicia. Not Felicia, excuse me, Demetria, why did you freeze when you were in Walmart? Were you scared? Were you afraid?
I thought I don't know. I just thought I was ready. Evidently I wasn't, because I got in there and I was looking, you know Walmart. You remember I go in Walmart. I remember where everything is in Walmart. Where I got in there and I'm looking for the bread aisle, and I'm panicking, I'm freezing up, I'm paranoid. Everybody like passing by me looking at me. And I called my husband. I said, I can't find whatever I'm looking for. He said, well, come out. We'll go back to I said, no, I want to find. I ain't leaving your tag, but I won't. I wanted to do it, but at the same time, I froze up, and I don't know why. But even now, I have anxiety driving.
Yeah,
and I don't know, but I think a lot of time being incarcerated, it is 90% of doing my time was mental.
Let me tell you something. It is mental.
Yeah.
I had to take and find me. Let me tell you something. I know that's not a religion or whatever, but God is in everything, okay? And I had to have God while I was. It's not that I don't need him now, but I need him even the more when I was incarcerated.
Yes.
Because it helped my mind. Because I say prison. I was telling the reporter today, I say prison is a world inside of a world.
A whole nother world.
A whole nother world. Everything is, Miko like to say systematic. It's systematic. They have everything in timing. You do this, sit down, stand up, go count. They count you all day long.
We just talked about that at our Tuesday meeting. We just talked about how we could use time management out here, just like we was on a time schedule in there. They told us when to go to bed. They told us when to take our clothes to laundry. They told us when to go to chow hall. And you did it in those time frames. Or you didn't get it.
What is that?
I hear that static.
Hey, Julius, you back?
You back?
Miko. Is he being funny? Julius, you can hear us? No, he can't hear us. Well, anyway, so Demetri, I think that is so. They used to count us for. I say they count us the sheep for the slaughter. Ladies, count time. Oh, I hated to hear that.
Ooh. Catch a rat. It's count time. Catch a rat.
I'm telling you right now. So I told the reporter today, I said prison was an experience, and an experience that I never want to experience again.
No, I don't want to ever experience that again. I'm not going to experience it again.
Exactly. Now, I pray to God, never. That's just something that I just don't want to do anymore. Felicia, can you hear us?
Now we can't hear you again, Felicia.
For real? Wait a
Then you
minute.
just
Okay,
said
yeah, we
it.
can hear you.
Okay, all right. They had put me
All right,
backstage for a minute. I'm so sorry, y'all, about the technical
that's
stuff.
okay. So now go ahead, Felicia, take it away. Tell us your story, and we're here to listen. Oh, guess what, y'all?
Well, I am
It's 20.
Felicia. Yeah, I am Felicia Dixon, y'all. I was state impacted numerous times. I'll just go ahead and say 5 times. I was on drugs. I didn't know that I was dealing with a mental health issue. I thought that I was just lost, y'all. I thought that it was no hope for me. Is my microphone static? No. Okay.
No, you
So
sound good.
yeah,
You sound
I
good.
just hear it in my ear. But y'all, this last time I was incarcerated, I realized my parents was getting older, and my nieces and my nephews was getting older. But I didn't pay attention that I was getting older too. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes, I was getting older too. So I began to go to the different anything that they had to offer. I had already did drug treatment several times. I had did classes. What is it? Um different classes that they had inside. But I knew that I had an issue with money. And I took a class, and it was Dave Ramsey's financial peace. And when I took financial peace, I think it was an 8-month course. And as I learned the importance of money, it gave me a different outlook on all this money I done thrown away. You know what I'm saying? Then it coincided with the drug treatment. Then I began to listen to people when they said we needed to talk to mental health. They had put a new facility inside the prison mental health building. And I found one lady that I could talk to. And I started going to her and listening to her. And she said, baby, you don't have to be crazy to reach out for mental health. Mental health, we listen to you and we try to guide you. And so if you need medication to help you, take your medication. If you need to do journaling, journal. So Misa just said a few minutes ago, she had said when we come back home. I couldn't come out of prison and back home. I had did that 5 times. So
Right.
the lady that used to bring AIM, which is Aid to Inmate Mothers, it's a program by Carol Protop and Larnetta. Larnetta. But anyway, I talked to her and I asked her, I said, I'm getting ready to get out and I'm scared to death. And she was there, why? And I said, because I don't have a halfway house that I know that I trust. But you, Carol, AIM had been coming back and forth to prison the whole time that I had been in prison. I had gained a relationship with them. So I needed somebody that understood. I didn't want to go back to the love lady. I had did the love lady and it wasn't structured. So I went to AIM House, and believe it or not, y'all, I stayed at AIM House almost 2 years. That's where my time management came in. They taught me, well, Dave Ramsey had taught me financial peace. Then I learned how to budget. Then got my bank account started. Went and got my driver's license, something I had never had. But I went and got my driver's license. I'm legal now. And so I had to start going inside of myself and doing things that I knew how to come out of prison and get on dope. I knew how to get back with my old boyfriend. I knew how to get back on the streets and get it started and crunk and pumped up again. But I did not know how to live without all that in my life. I did not know how to live. So when I got to the AIM house and I didn't even know how to hold conversations, y'all. And I'm not very sociable now, unless it's about the rooms of recovery. If it's about the rooms of recovery, it's about housing, it's about re-entry. I can go in and just be comfortable. But anything else, I really didn't have a tolerance level because I did not know how to communicate with people that wasn't doing what I was doing. So when I got out, y'all, I didn't have no money. I didn't have anything. Well, going through the AIM house, I ended up working for Equal Justice Initiative. Brian Stevenson in Montgomery, Alabama gave me a job. And when I tell y'all, they told me about them $15. Now you can't hire me for $7.50. I ain't bashing nobody, don't get me wrong, But I came into my words. I began to realize what I had to offer. And when I learned about OAA, it was after I had talked with Carla Bulls. Carla Bulls, shout out to you. Sister gave me a platform. She had told me she stuck with me before I got out of prison. She introduced Ross. She introduced peer support specialists to me. And she said, I need you to get in touch with Pam Butler, and I need you to put in this application. So I shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that when we go back in, or when we reach inside and let them know that it is a platform out here, that it is a set of people that we did get out and we came out here and we doing something with it, and that we waiting on you. We waiting on you. Y'all, without a halfway house, without Carla Buzz and Pam Butler and Dina Dickerson and Deborah Daniels, I don't know what I would have done. And then when Misa, can I say this, Misa? We went to prison together. We went to prison together. And for us to come back, and for us to run back into each other 1 year apart, I got out 1 year in October 2020. And Misa get out the next year at the same, you see what I'm saying? It was meant for this. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Well,
I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
You know what? You know what? I'm happy that you're happy, Felicia, and I'm really happy I met you in person. You are a real bubbly, lively person.
Thank you
really
so much.
You are a lively person, and I like what you said that you wasn't very sociable, but to meet you, you would never think that you were was that way, to not be sociable.
I can trust
but
you, Maria. I can trust you.
Huh?
I trust you.
Oh,
I trust you. You my people.
well,
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm Julius. When I first met Julius, he was like, and I've been with Dina everywhere, but in me coming from my point, me coming from the side I came from, straight street, gutter, down with it, you know what I'm saying? I just could not talk to men. Julius made it so easy to be a brother that to talk to me and let me know, you know, sister, we're going to do this. We're going to work together. Let's stay in touch. This thing is real memory. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, and Felicia, that's what I told the reporter today about Miko. I told him, I say, you know what? I say, you want to meet an intelligent brother. I say, Julius is very intelligent. I say, he did a TED talk. I was telling his story before he even talked to Miko. I say he did 26 years. I said, but if you was to meet Julius in person, you would never thought that he did a day in prison. Because the scum, you know how to say the scum that you see, the dirt or the filth that's in the tub after you get out, and you know once it's washed, you can't tell that the dirt been in the tub. That's Miko. You can't tell that it's that the scum or that the whatever that he's been through, that he been through that. But that's just a part of the testimony that God has given him to direct him to be the man that he is. Amen. You understand? And so I was talking to the reporter today. I told him my story, but I said, now when you talk to the director of OAA, in Savannah, I was telling him about, he was like, wow, you know, because when you are a person who have never been systemically impacted, right? You can only judge you. They see us as a number, but behind that number are people.
Right.
Behind that number is a person. And not just 1206-308. I'm not just that. I am somebody.
That's good. That's good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm so elated. I'm so happy. I do a lot of volunteer work. Misa does too. We have stuck with it, you know. No matter if it's rain, sleet, or snow, we're gonna make it to our church to make sure that whoever need a stamp and whoever. Sometimes they just want to talk. Sometimes I need to talk. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been doing a lot of volunteer work with Ross and just being able to be a part of that and watch they program here in Gaston grow, and us as OOA Birmingham, Gaston, Savannah, Atlanta. It is awesome. It is, and I just be glad one day when we all can get together and embrace one another.
Yes.
I mean, to have a hug. Who would have thought we did this?
That's right. You know what the warden said to me. I'm gonna let you talk in just a second, Julius. You know what the warden said to me? He said, "Women, I don't need you in my prison to he said to be in prison to have a job. He said, you are mothers, you are aunties, you are cousins, grandmothers. He said recidivism, not recidivism. He said, what's that word? Rehabilitation. He said it starts with you.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
He said prison don't rehabilitate you, you rehabilitate you.
That's right.
So just like you said, Felicia, when you started thinking, we have to think differently about ourselves. Oh yeah, this is good.
It was a shame that the inside, that the prison system, that the work release, and that all the entities inside the institution, they saw the sober me. They saw the good side of me. And time I got out of prison, my mom, my family, and people that grew up with me saw the bad side of me. So now that thing is turned around, me and Lisa had the opportunity to speak before hundreds of correctional officers and wardens and stuff like 2 or 3 weeks ago with Dina. We didn't have to go on the inside. They came out to us. You know what I'm saying?
That's very good.
So yeah, I'm happy.
Go ahead, Miko.
Well, I just want to say this. I love the conversation that you are having, because as we talked about, the name of this podcast is Rewriting Your Story. And as I listen to Marie and Nisi and Felicia, I hear how y'all are rewriting the story that many people had written you off for. And so I'm just excited and proud of each one of you. And I wanted to encourage you, number one, to continue doing what you're doing, whether you have 10 people behind you or 1,000 people behind you. Continue to share your story, because when you share your story, then it encourages me or Marie or others. Who would have known you were speaking to mayors or you were speaking to correctional officers? We could have had bitterness on the inside, but we've moved past that to maturity. We are no longer bitter, but we are better. And that's what I love about who we are here at OAA, whether we're in Savannah or Alabama or Atlanta. We are changing that narrative. So what I want each of you to do, if you would, I want you for just a moment, Misa, you go first. I want you to tell someone else that's listening to us how they too can rewrite their story. And then when you finish, Felicia, you do it. So just for a moment, tell somebody, encourage them, how can they do what you have done and rewrite their story?
First, I would say, give your life to Christ. I mean, that's what helped me all throughout my incarceration was just staying connected. They gave me peace. I tried to stay in the chapel. I tried to learn from the officers that was there, that had a heart, that had compassion, because some of them did and some of them didn't. And once I got out, it was easy for me to return back to my church because they were so forgiving and they just welcomed me back in. So even after incarceration, get you a covering, get around like-minded and positive people, and just go forward, move forward. You can't change the past. Don't look back. We can't make up for lost time. All we can do is trust God and move forward from here. I learned from my mistake. Okay. I did. I learned from my mistake, and I asked for forgiveness, and I believe that God forgave me. I believe that my loved ones forgave me, and my victims forgave me, and that's all we could do is just move forward, try not to dwell on the past, and look toward the future, because it's bright. It's bright. It's a whole world out there. We got a whole life. That's good. Got a whole life ahead of us.
And you hear what she said. It was faith was a direct component that helped her to rewrite her story. But there was a second one as well, and that was family. Her family received her, not just her immediate family, but also her church family received her. So faith and family was something that she used to help rewrite her story. What about you, Felicia?
Can you repeat the question for me?
Well, I want you to, before I give you a question, I want you to encourage a listener right now. Tell them how they too can rewrite their story, just as you and Misi has.
Trust in yourself. developing a personal relationship with yourself. If you put yourself inside that institution, surely you can get yourself out of that institution. And I ain't talking about the prison itself. I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about your heart set. And then everything that was instilled in a power greater than us, Jesus Christ, was instilled in us too. So we have the power inside of us to birth forward whatever it is that we want in life. My mother's question to me before I got out of that institution was, don't you want something different for yourself? Don't you want to do something different? I will be 58 years old in June, y'all. And I could not see myself 68, still on drugs and going back and forth to prison. We have the capability to reach out like this platform and share ourselves so that a program like this can help us. We got somewhere to turn to, y'all. At one time, probation and community correction and parole, they didn't allow us as ex-offenders to socialize with one another. They didn't allow us to even give each other a ride to the meetings. But now, today, with the programs that we have available and the heart that us as state impacted people returning to society and the information that's out here, we powerful. So I would encourage somebody to give yourself a chance. If everybody else is betting on you, you got to know they see something. My mom, my sisters, and my brothers, my nieces, and my nephews, Demetrius, my church, Pastor Steve, Sister Rita, Dina, them, everybody seen something in me, and I began to see it myself. A long time ago, Michael Jackson said, "Take a look at the man in the mirror." We just wasn't listening, y'all. So I would encourage anybody to know, chance yourself, count on yourself. We did it when we was out here on drugs. We counted on ourselves to get that money. We counted on ourselves to outplay the system. Y'all know we was brilliant to beat the system, long as we did it. You feel me? So yes, I will encourage you to look at this platform right here and say, if these sisters and brothers can do it, let me contact them. Let me contact OAA. Let me contact somebody from that panel right there. I know y'all see us. And we ain't playing. We dead serious about this thing right here. Yeah. I tell you what, I ain't got no we ain't got no new cases and we ain't trying to get none. Ain't no police finna knock on this door right here. I ain't got to worry about nobody talking about I got no case. Because if I can't be on this platform, surely I'll be with Demetrius on the phone. I'll be with Dina on the phone. I'll be down the street at Ross trying to help somebody down there. It's wide open, y'all. Come on in. Just come on.
Hey, man, thank you so much. Marie, you heard what she said? Dina them. Boy, you can tell it.
I love it.
That got you going out. Listen, I'm excited, ladies, that you are. She said faith was one reason and one way that she was able to rewrite her story and that she encourages others to do so. But she also said believing in herself. That is an awesome thing because a lot of people don't believe in themselves. We're not talking about being conceited, but we're talking about understanding who you are and whose you are. That gives you confidence to do what you've been called to do. So, ladies, I'm definitely proud that you're able to say that. So I want to ask you another question before we get ready to turn this thing over and get ready to close out. What are you looking to do in the future? What are some of the things that both of you are trying to accomplish in Gaston?
I go first again. We want to really, really, really drive OAA to where it will make a difference, where the recidivism in the city of Gaston would be almost none. We want to be able to impact other people that are getting out and or got loved ones that's in to help them not to feel because a lot of time our loved ones, they get incarcerated with us.
Amen.
And they can, like my mom, she just, while I was gone, it was almost like she was locked up. I mean, she just lost her life. I was the only child, and it was hard for her to navigate life with me gone. So we also open our meetings up to family members that got loved ones that incarcerated. And just try to help in the way we can. I also outside of OOA, I give back to the ladies at the Birmingham Work Release.
Yes.
Do for more institutions, but right now my heart is with the ladies at Birmingham Work Release, and I encourage and ask people to help me to take them hygienes, some of the ladies that's going to work, clothes so they can go out decent, because a lot of time you've been locked up so long, and then you get ready to go on the job, you don't want anything because you already don't feel good about yourself. So you want to kind of look presentable to go out in the free world. Some of them ain't been out in 10, 15 years, and then they getting a job. So I've been asking people to help me to get clothes to send to the ladies that's getting ready to go to work, ready to begin to work from the center. And so that's gonna that's one thing I'm looking forward to do, and continue to just get OA out in the public, get more donations, get more help, get people to come on in and see what we're about and join the fight to stop the recidivism in the city of Gaston.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next.
And so I agree with all of that Misa just said. It's very important to show people the good side. When they first come out, to make sure we don't take them to McDonald's. Let's go to Olive Garden. We just have opened a new Olive Garden. You feel me? Because we used to McDonald's, y'all. We used to getting the tomato out there in the garden. We used to knocking on the next door neighbor house. Come out, y'all got some bread. Now get your own loaf of bread. Get your own loaf. Share with somebody else. You got to put your feet deep in this thing and realize that time is running out for us. But while we got a platform, while we got a chance, y'all, I'm so adamant about this thing. I just appreciate it. I mean, for real. And letting other people see me. My pastor asked me the other day when I told him I was down here on Tuscaloosa Avenue, which is where the Ross Center is at. And he asked me, Felicia, he said, how you doing with that thing? Because they come in now, you can smell it. You know, you're around people that's in it. You know what I'm saying? What better place for me? I qualify. You feel me? Then I can come out. I'm so full right now. I got enough to share with somebody. And I just thank God for this room right here. That when they see me and they say, oh, there go Lisa. You feel me? A Skeet. That was my little street time. Skeet. And if, what you doing? And I show them the flyer. And I offer them some food. Like Misa say, when she get ready to take up the donations, y'all, it's floodgated. She have more than enough to take back to the women. And I'm so grateful to see that, because so many times I done been in the inside needing a toothbrush or some deodorant or some socks. They ask me all the time at Christmas time when that little bag come through there and it's got the candy, the shampoo, the socks. Give me y'all socks if y'all don't want them. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, it's just the small things on the inside. So when we bring that thing out here and take it back in, them people looking at us, they looking at me saying, oh my God, he did 13 years and coming back to you. You feel me? People just don't expect it. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say
and the name of my prison ministry gonna be I Can't Forget, because I can't.
I love it.
I can't forget.
I love you. You know what, Demetrius and Felicia, when y'all was talking and Mika was telling y'all to encourage somebody, you know what I want to encourage someone to say? I want to say forgive yourself.
Oh, that's so good, Marie.
Yes.
Forgive yourself. Because a lot of times we take and hold on. I'm guilty of that. I hold on to the pain and the hurt. But you know what you have to do? You have to forgive yourself.
Yes.
You know, forgive yourself.
Yes.
So,
amen. That's a good word, Marie. Good word.
Give yourself, Marie.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
What we're going to do now is we're going to, Marie, I want you to close us out, but I want to invite these ladies back so that we can redo this again. I mean, and definitely get a chance to hear their story. We didn't hear all of Misi's story that I know we wanted to get out there. And then we want to know exactly as an update on what you ladies are doing. You said that you had some challenges and then you had some successful goals that you're reaching out to. And we want to hear about the way that OAA Gaston is coming down through there. So what I want to do right now before Marie takes over and close us out is to give you one more opportunity. Felicia, is there one other thing you want to say in closing before we turn this thing over to Marie?
I want to say shout out to all the women and men that have given themselves a chance. Shout out to us as a whole. Shout out to me for believing in myself. Shout out to Demetrius for getting over her little hang up. Marie, shout out to you. Julius, shout out to you. You feel me? Savannah, OAA, Gaston, OAA, Birmingham, OAA, all over the world. Shout out to you. That's me.
I love her.
What's up, Missy? You got something in closing?
I just want to say thank you all for having us on here, so we can shed some light on the challenges and, like you said, the challenges and successes. And I just want to say thank you for Felicia for co-chairing with me. Thank you to Dina and them for allowing us to come and be a part of OA, something bigger than us, something bigger than myself. It just gives my heart joy to be able to help somebody else. And like you said, I didn't get to share my story, but I'm gonna say this and I'm close. Like sometimes when we wear those shirts, say, and this will go with when y'all find out about my story. The shirts that Dina and them gave us to wear, they say, brothers, put your guns down. Well, we need to get one saying, ladies, put your guns down.
Yeah. Me said, y'all don't know why.
Y'all don't know why I said that later on, but we need to get
gun down.
Ladies, put your guns down too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for having us on. Thank y'all for believing in us. Thank y'all for praying for us and lifting us up and encouraging us. And I want to tell anybody that's watching in the Gaston area, nearby, Anniston, come see what we're about. Come join, help us. We need men, we need women, we need footwork, we need hands-on, we need prayers, we need donations, we need it all. And we just ready to just turn Gaston around all the way around.
And it's not just about the people that's been incarcerated. We understand that it's families that have been incarcerated because they got a loved one on the inside. When y'all trying to send that money, when y'all trying to pay that phone bill, them phone bills is very expensive. And then you're trying to send money for the commissary. You're trying to send boxes in. We understand it's across the board. And then the children are impacted.
Great, ladies. Thank you so much. Marie, before I give it to you, I just want to say thank you again, ladies. We will have you back on so that we can share those stories, continue to rewrite those stories, and to share your updates. Marie, I'll just give it back to you. You can close it how you want.
Ladies, I love y'all. Demetrius and Felicia, and I love y'all. I wanted to encourage the men and women that are listening to us tonight that are still behind the walls. Prepare yourself to come out, because one day those doors will be open. So what are you doing on the inside to prepare yourself to come on the outside? And I just want to say, this was a night. We're going to have y'all back again so you can tell your story. And I just want to let y'all know I really appreciate y'all. Julius, you already know. So guess what, y'all? This is Marie coming to your hearing with Ain't to Ain't. I want y'all to have a fabulous night. Talk to you later. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Like that.